What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So we can see photos and clips released of or revealed of undefeated, lightweight, undisputed world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney, who has 29 wins, no losses, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. He is 24 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach, training with undefeated 3-division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, currently the reigning WBO, World Boxing Organization welterweight world champion, who is widely considered by many to be the #1 best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Crawford has a record of 39 wins, no loss and no draw, 30 wins by way of knockout. He is 35 years of age, 5'8", with a 74-inch arm reach, extremely long arms. With that said, Devin Haney is preparing for the biggest fight of his career. Now, he's accomplished the biggest accomplishment of his career thus far when he defeated former unified lightweight world champion Australian star boxer George Kambosos Jr. back-to-back fights. He beat him he beat him June 4th of 2022. Then he beat him again October 15th of 2022, both handily and very convincingly. First time he beat him and pitched the absolute shutout. I didn't give George Kambosos one round. Second time, George Kambosos was slightly more active. He was slightly more competitive. And that happened to be due to the fact that Devin Haney chose to sit in the pocket and give George Kambosos more opportunities as he attempted to stop George Kambosos, sit down on more of his punches. With that said, that's the biggest accomplishment of his career. Now he's going to face the biggest name opponent of his career, and it looks like it's going to take place in May against two-time Olympic gold medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer, Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko. Vasily Lomachenko is 17 wins, 2 losses, no draws, 11 wins by way of knockout. He is 34 years of age, 5'6" with a 66-inch arm reach. Looks like they're going to face off against each other in May. So with that said, you can see Lomachenko is a southpaw, very slick, very crafty. His name nicknamed the Matrix for how, he avoids punches, his footwork, his angles. He's not the biggest puncher, as you can see, with 17 total fights. With 19 total fights, 2 losses, and only 11 wins by way of knockout. Most of his knockouts were stoppages. Okay, not a one-punch knockout artist. Now, Devin Haney, this is going to be the toughest task and toughest fighter he's faced in his career on paper. Okay, and he's a southpaw. So with that said, Devin Haney is very, very familiar with southpaws. He's familiar with undefeated Olympic silver medalist, 2-division world champion, former unified super featherweight world champion, superstar boxer Shakur Stevenson, who's very close to Terence Crawford as well. So Terence Crawford is giving Devin Haney pointers. Terence Crawford is predominantly these days a southpaw. Now he has the ability to switch from southpaw to orthodox. He'll start off most of his fights in the orthodox stance, then eventually switch over to southpaw. But Terence Crawford today's time is predominantly a southpaw fighter. Okay, and you can see him giving Devin Haney tips and giving him angles and showing him what to do and how to be successful against a southpaw. Not that this is the first time Devin Haney has fought a southpaw, because it's definitely not. He fought against Joseph Jojo Diaz, who's also a southpaw. And Devin Haney is a very skilled. More importantly, I was looking at the size, right? When you see Terence Crawford and Devin Haney side by side, Devin Haney is actually taller than Terence Crawford, and he arguably has probably just as long of a reach as Terence Crawford, as you see them standing next to each other, which is ironic because Lomachenko, after he defeated Jermaine Ortiz, which was October 29th, Devin Haney got in the ring with Lomachenko, and Lomachenko, the first thing Lomachenko stated was, Devin Haney looks like a heavyweight. He pointed to his size and he said, look at Devin Haney. This dude looks like a heavyweight. He don't look like a lightweight. Okay, but so Lomachenko is not the biggest guy, at 5'6" with a 66-inch army. So Devin Haney is going to have a 4-inch height advantage. He's going to have more importantly, a 6-inch arm reach advantage over Lomachenko. And he has just as quick feet as Lomachenko, quick hands as Lomachenko. He's fundamentally skilled just as Lomachenko is. He has a very high ring like Lomachenko, and I think that this is a terrible matchup for Vasily Lomachenko. Devin Haney has an uncanny ability to control the pace and the distance of the fight, and seeing as though Lomachenko is at such a size of disadvantage as far as their arm reach goes and height goes, not so much the weight. Now, Devin Haney, obviously, he's been on record lately stating that, it's not easy, for him to make 135, and he's ready. His body is screaming for him to go to 140, but he has a nutritionist. He has strength and condition that helps him make 135. But that said, he's going to control the pace of the fight. He has very fast hands. He's very accurate with his punches, selective with his punches as well. Puts his combinations together well. He's has a very high ring IQ. He knows the ring, okay? He knows his way around the ring, and that is going to prove to be a serious problem in my eyes for Lomachenko. Not to mention, Devin Haney has been training with the best of the best. He's trained with the likes of Floyd Mayweather. He's training, getting tips from Terence Crawford. He's trained with Floyd Miller Sr. He's trained with the absolute best there is to offer. And as far as sparring goes, he's sparred with Shakur Stevenson, one of the best southpaws, if not the best southpaw in the sport of boxing currently as it stands, not named Terence Crawford, okay? So with that said, you have Terence Crawford, you have Lomachenko, Alexander Usyk. Those guys are southpaws as well. But and Errol Spence Jr. is also a southpaw as well. But as far as just fundamentally skilled, slick, what better opponent for Devin Haney to be familiar with than that of Shakur Stevenson, right? So this is going to be an interesting matchup. I just think that Devin Haney's skill set, his arm reach, his ring IQ is just going to be way too much for Lomachenko to overcome. The fact that Devin Haney pays very, very close attention to details. He's training with the absolute best, getting as much advice as possible. I just think that Devin Haney is just going to outclass Vasily Lomachenko shockingly. I don't believe it's going to be a competitive fight after the 4th round. Once Devin Haney understands what Lomachenko's angle's about, he has just as quick feet, if not faster, equal amount of hand speed, if not quicker. He's younger, he's bigger, and that's going to be a huge, huge problem for Vasily Lomachenko, right? And so I got Devin Haney winning a unanimous decision, and I wouldn't be surprised if he dropped Lomachenko. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. Peace.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Wow.